There we go. I think we're live.
Are we?
Hey,
Hello.
everybody, or nobody. I don't know how many people are in here, or if anybody is yet.
Can you see?
6 people in here.
Ooh, one of them's my grandbaby.
Yep. Hey, everybody. Hey to family that's watching. I know that there's at least one young girl watching at home, or so we've been told.
I saw a picture of her pointing at Grams and Pops on the video.
We don't have a lot for you tonight. We just figured we'd jump in and do a quick live. I don't know how long it's going to last. It could be 10 minutes, could be an hour. We'll play it by ear.
This is so weird. Like, usually there's people on here that we chat with when we have a live. We always usually have somebody with us.
There you go.
The two of us.
Matt's here. Hey, ABC Matt. We got Alicia Inked Pickers in here. We got a few people starting to show up. I guess we could make this announcement because we know they're watching. You want to tell them?
Sure. Since one of the grandbabies watching, the other one probably is too. She just doesn't realize it. She's listening. But we are now grandparents to 3 grandbabies, 3 little girls.
Does that qualify us as great grandparents?
Well, we already are great grandparents, not great grandparents.
What's that mean?
A great grandparent means that it's not your grandparent, it's your grandparents' parent. But we are great.
We're awesome grandparents. We'll change the word. So we got 3 of them now. Ooh, we have a new one jumped in. Well, she didn't jump in.
She didn't jump in. She was a quick one, though, because it was like a 5-hour thing. And, well, almost 5 hours.
So it worked out. That was our Thursday sourcing. We went into town to go. Well, we never made it to go to town to source it. We got called at 4 in the morning, and they said, get in here and come babysit because we're having another baby. So that's where we were.
Hey, disgruntled octopus. He said, congratulations, humans.
We got Mike Seller in here. Hey, Mike from Roscoe. Did I say Roscoe?
Yep. Yes.
Hokey Okie LLC. SSK Promo says.
Why is he saying what the?
Because we're live.
Oh.
He's in disbelief. Stick around, Ken. We got something for you in this live, too.
Oh, we do.
How's the little ones, Matt said? They're doing great so far.
We get to go tomorrow to hold the little baby.
Yep. We're going in tomorrow. We're going to have supper with them and hang out with the little one. Looks like Happy Heart Treasure's in here. Hi, Steve Donna.
Jan Goody. I'm probably going to butcher it, but Goody or Good.
From Virginia.
Know how to say it.
865 Picker from Tennessee.
Oak Ridge, Tennessee. We also had, like I said, Disgruntled Octopus.
Says congrats for the new grandbaby. Thank you.
We also have Behold and Resold.
Yep.
That's a new one for me.
Octo says congratulations, humans.
Okay, go to the next one.
Oh, Mike Seller with the $2 super sticker, super chat. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate that.
Oh, Zena and Jess are here too.
Yep.
Did you take a second from house prepping, house remodeling?
Oh, yeah. How's that going? We've been watching, so we're interested to see the next video and see how that's going. Ping G's in here. Hey, Ping.
Who else? Good. She said that's how you say it is good, not goody.
Danielle. This is the mother of the grandchild we were talking about, asking what's for dinner. Probably going to be Jimmy John's.
Yes.
We don't know. We didn't want to make them cook, although it was up to them. And I think she wanted Jimmy John's. So that's what's for dinner, Danny.
Yep. And then we have Linda Early. I used to go. So hopefully maybe you're related to somebody I used to go to school with. I used to go to school with a girl. Her name was Angela Early, spelled the exact same way, in Lenox, South Dakota.
If not, it's not too late. It's early. You could marry into the family.
Nice. What'd she say?
Been moving everything to the garage just today. Still got to set it up. That's a big job. I don't envy that.
No.
But it's also kind of exciting. You renew your inventory. You get to set it all back up the way you want it.
On a note of no relation that I know of, sorry. On a note of inventory. So we have gone through all of our shelves that are in the center of our that have our totes and some of the bigger items on it, like my Department 56.
It's probably 80% of our inventory.
And then we went to through our big 2 green shelves. Shut up, Colin.
Colin wants oatmeal raisin cookies. We got you.
So we got through that. Now all we have to do is we have 2 big shelves that are metal shelves. What do they call those?
They're like store shelves.
Gaylord shelves?
No.
No, they're called some special name. We have those to go through, and then we have our.
They're like the shelves you see in a grocery store with the metal shelving that just latches in.
Yep.
You could put them back to back or up against the wall.
Yep, we have those, and then we have a couple of drawers.
A couple bookshelves.
One bookshelf.
We have a bookshelf full of stamping up
stuff that we have to do. So I would say we're probably 85% done with our inventory. Shut up, Steve.
Daily videos for us with that. Stick around, Steve. You never know. But I can fairly confidently say that's not going to happen. I would never be done editing. It takes me way too long because I'm old.
But you could do shorts.
Well, daily shorts. We'll do We'll do daily Instagram posts pretty soon.
We are talking about doing that. I just have to get on it. So
So the first announcement, I guess, kind of falls in line with the channel, and that is we've decided to we haven't decided. We've already done it. We got rid of our VIP membership thing that you could sign up. The VIP group, the Discord, the Patreon. We've just gotten rid of it all. If you're on that already, don't sweat it. It's not going to bill you anymore. It stops all the billing. And we've switched over to a cheaper way. It seemed like the people that were in there just wanted to support us somehow. And there wasn't really anything extra for it other than a sticker.
Yep.
And we felt like that was asking too much for what they were getting for it. So we've actually switched it over. We started our YouTube memberships. So, and it's much cheaper. It's like $2.99 a month. And you still get a sticker. As soon as you join, just shoot us your mailing address. We're going to get a custom sticker made just for
kind of like if Shane's in here, which I don't see him yet, but in case it's like Shane has a Soda City gang that is like the soda cans.
Yeah, we're not starting any gangs. Nobody gets jumped in here. It's just we
do throw gang symbols in our one sticker.
Where is our sticker? We don't have. Oh, Here you go. That's what she's talking about. That weird one there. We didn't think that one through.
No,
we didn't. We didn't put a lot of time into thinking that out.
That way,
we will be doing a new sticker that's just for the YouTube channel members. It's $2.99 a month.
Yep.
So you could do that if you want to support the channel. We're not asking anybody to do that, but it's just a cheaper way. And we feel like that's a little better value for the people that do want to support us.
Why do you keep looking at me like I have to approve what you're saying or something?
You should tell the people I'm right.
I didn't do that part, so I can't tell you. But yes, that is what it is. $2.99. You'll get a fancy sticker.
Yep, that's it. So we've gotten rid of our VIP membership. That was one big announcement.
Maybe some secrets on the back end.
Oh, what are you going to tell them secrets?
Oh,
I'm not.
Maybe.
Dehydrated gang.
And water.
All right. So what's next? Ken, this one's for you. We wanted to come out and publicly state. Why is this so far your way?
I don't know.
Hey, there we go.
What did he say? How do you learn to edit YouTube videos and what software do you use? That's you. That's not me.
Well, that's a good question. I just learned by watching YouTube, ironically enough. I went through several programs. We started out with
DaVinci?
No, we started out with
I don't remember.
Now I can't think of the name. Anyway, we've been through like 3 different editing programs, all of which had their unique challenges. And after about a year, we finally landed on DaVinci Resolve.
Don't say we, because I don't have nothing to do with that.
That's what I use. And mostly I went to that one just because we had so many sound issues. And that application lets me fix sound better than the other ones. So that's how we ended up. And that's kind of why we ended up with that whole split screen thing. And that we do.
To anybody that watches our videos, there are a lot of people who comment on there just saying they don't like our split screen.
Yeah.
We do.
Well, it's not a lot. It's just a few people.
There are a few people that just don't like the split screen.
Honestly, we just landed on that style by accident. That's just how we ended up doing it because I didn't know how else to do it. And usually in our videos, what you guys see is not all like if I'm talking, she's yawning. And if she's talking, my eyes are glassing over and I'm just disinterested and bored. So by split screening it, we could cut all that out. And I can fix the sound. So that's just how we approached it.
Disgruntled Octopus uses Filmora.
Filmora is one we did go through. The challenges I had with that is it doesn't have as much flexibility with sound as DaVinci did. And we had a ton of sound problems.
We also see that one. I see Mod and Pop.
I like that name.
I do too. What's Mod though? Like Pop, I get. What's Mod?
Mod and Pop? Well, I don't know. Maybe
it's a modified Pop. Mod. I don't know. You tell me.
Premiere Pro. That's one I did use for a while, and I liked that one, but it had a lot of problems where I would go to export and it would take like an hour, and then it would just crash. So I'd have to start all over again. And I didn't have that kind of time. So I just got sick of it crashing. I did like the application. I still have it. I just got sick of it crashing.
Mid-century modern and pop culture items for us. I get it.
I like the split screen and making it easier to get Gigi in of it. I agree. It does make it easier. And we shoot with 2 cameras and 2 microphones. Mm-hmm. So everything can be edited separately. So it gives us a lot of flexibility to get rid of the dumb stuff I do or say, or facial expressions, or yawning.
My RBR.
When I'm talking and she's like.
Okay, so the news for Ken is.
We wanted to publicly announce it's not Christmas yet.
It's not.
For anybody that needs to hear it.
But I have to giggle. So it is coming up on Thanksgiving, which, if anybody knows Corey, that is his favorite holiday. Yep. One of the favorite holidays of the year. It's his favorite. But the other day we were sitting around while I was drafting. He was watching some TV show or whatever. And he's like, I'm really looking forward to pumpkin pie.
I am. And now I'm looking forward to stuffing. And
then the other day he was like, I'm really looking forward to turkey and mashed potatoes.
So it's just a public service announcement for anybody that needs to hear it. And I figured Ken probably more than anybody. It's not Christmas yet. We got to get through Thanksgiving. Give the turkey a chance. That was it on that one, really. And we're going to do our Thanksgiving live on Reseller Clickbait podcast. That's coming up on the 20th. So 10 days away.
You'll have to remind me. I got to go in and block out that day. Is it a Thursday?
Ken's going to unsub. It is a Thursday, I believe.
Okay, then I probably have it blocked out.
Let's see.
What is that? Oh,
those
it's a turkey. Turkeys. I couldn't see what it was on the little screen.
All right. So I would say when is Thanksgiving?
It's the last Thursday. Oh, hold on. Let me tell you.
It's Thursday. I know that much. And it's towards the end of the month in October. Is it the 25th this year?
November 28th.
28th this year. So Thanksgiving first. Last announcement is less of an announcement, just more of a reminder that Planes to Profit is coming up in Omaha in March. What are we down to? Like 135 days, something like that? I
don't know. You pull it up.
137 days left. And the tickets are already over half gone. So they're selling pretty quickly. I mean, we usually get a big rush at the end, but they're over half gone already, which is great. So planestопроfit.com if you're interested in a reseller event in March of 2025. And the tickets are on sale out there. Let's see. I could probably drop a link in here. Let's see. See if it actually lets me or not. There we go. I don't know if that'll actually work as a link, but it's in there. We do have some really cool sponsors already lined up. We have 2 more that haven't fully committed yet, but they've already said they want to come on. But for sure, we have American Bubble Boy sponsoring. We have Resell to Ride, Jess and Zena. If you haven't checked out their channel, go check them out.
Yep.
They're a sponsor of this year's event. Shopcommons.net, Kevin, is going to be sponsoring this year's event.
Shopcommons.net
Shopcommons.net is the sponsor. District will actually be coming to it again because I believe Ivan is right in Omaha. And then our supporters, we have Reseller Clickbait Podcast. They're okay.
Yeah.
Just
They're hit and miss.
But they supported us, so we'll take their money. We've got Soda City Flips, which is another great channel. Go check out Shane if you haven't had a chance to. I'm sure if you're on here, you already know who Shane is. We got Two Old Guys Podcast with Josh and Caleb.
Yep.
Flippin' Fantastic Podcast, which I know at least one half of them will be there.
One half is Amy, Beach by Repeat.
She'll be there. And,
and,
then
Mo,
87 Official.
Oh, you got it right this time.
Yep, I got it right this time. Then we've got Happy Heart Treasures, Steve and Donna, our supporters this year, and they'll be at the event. So if you're looking to meet them, they'll be there. And My Reseller Jeannie they're also supporting, and I believe they're sending some stuff for giveaways like they did last year. So we've got a really good lineup of supporters for the event.
We do.
And the event is looking pretty good. We've already got our hotel room booked. We just finished that up today. So we're good, and we'll be there that Thursday before, the 27th.
Yes.
The event's 28th and 29th.
Hopefully we will have our videographer with us again this year.
We should. Yeah, it sounds like our youngest is going to be coming along to video again.
She's got to put in her vacation once she starts school in January.
Yeah. Should be a pretty good event. So that was it. That was all of the big announcements for the Grams and Pops channel today. What else you got?
I don't know. What questions does anybody else have? Do you have any questions? We got 50 people in here.
Yep, we got 50 people in here. We gotta talk to them. Can you dance?
Oh, no, but you know what? When Hannah and I were at Lewis the other day going shopping for something, they sell magic cables.
Well, we have a few left.
I know, but if we ever run out and we need to give them away, they sell brand new ones.
Oh, we talked about the sticker we're going to give away for the YouTube memberships. If anybody has ideas for stickers, send them over to us. If it's one we end up using, if you want to design a sticker for us, because we're at a loss right now. We are still working on the design. We plan to have one out. But if you want to send us a design, if we end up using it, we'll get you a free t-shirt off the Grams and Pops vintage site.
Oh, don't we have new t-shirts on there?
We do.
What do they say?
Sometimes shit is just shit.
Yep.
That was courtesy of Shane. That was from one of our episodes, apparently. About getting rid of the garbage. Let's see. How much inventory do you have for winter coming? As in unlisted inventory, I'm guessing.
So we have a whole bunch of clothes still that are from the free storage bin here in town.
Yeah.
I have a whole lot of Barbies that I haven't gone through, but they have to go through the ozone generator before I can list those. It's hit and miss.
Teresa tells me the shelves are empty, and I go out there and they're like piled to the ceiling. So I think we have a different idea of how much we have left. We have inventory here at this building. We're at the escape room right now. So we have inventory here. We have inventory in the house. We have inventory in Teresa's car, and then we have stacked shelves full of inventory.
The shelves are not as full as he thinks, but
so I know we have enough to get us through half or more of the winter, and if it comes to it, we'll buy a storage unit.
Yep. Plus, I haven't done it lately because I got yelled at, but the proxy bid, I've gotten some pretty good stuff off of it. I got all your Notre Dame Irish hats.
She did good once, and the second time I'm still not sure if she did good. I'm thinking not as great as last time. Hold on. Who's your favorite Happy Heart, Steve? Well, it's Donna.
It is.
But yeah, we're Donna.
Man, that's not right.
Sorry, Steve. I'm saying Donna just because I don't want Steve to sleep in the doghouse tonight. So it's Donna.
Yes. No. So no, I can't. I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything about her.
Yes, you can, Ken. You can send me some, and I'll put them in the swag bags for you.
Yep.
We got a Facebook user. Somebody's watching from Facebook, so thank you.
We have Josh Galt.
Josh Galt's in here. I'm here for the gang hang. Sweet.
That did not.
Let's see. Gina.
Honsi?
Yeah, I'm not gonna try that one.
That's what I'm saying. Honsi.
Hi, Gina.
Honsi. I don't know. I'm horrible at names.
Steve and Donna, we watched your video recently on the buy that was not great.
It was not good. I'm sorry.
That was Teresa's buy, and just about to the same extent, but price-wise, and I'm just not thrilled with what was in it.
I haven't finished listening on my watches and jewelry yet. So.
Like, I feel your pain on that one because we have a very similar haul right now to that one.
No, we don't want your stickers as our membership stickers.
Does your Ozone machine work on books and magazines?
I think it does.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say is I would guess if you put them in there that like the books you would have to like open somewhat so that they would
Get inside the pages.
Yeah, get inside the pages.
Yeah, I would say if you do a few at a time in a tote, just maybe like stand them up and fold them out.
Yep.
And do it that way. I will tell you though, Ozone has its own. If you've never used one, Ozone has its own smell.
Yep.
The book smell, I think people kind of expect books to have some smell.
Unless it has a musty.
Yeah,
like
unless
wet,
it's musty,
damp,
I probably wouldn't do it. If it's musty, you could try it, but I think it would work. Let's see. Congrats on the new baby. Thank you, Gina.
Donna. No, we're not. We don't want your stickers as our membership stickers.
No, yeah, no, Ken.
Sorry.
I mean, you could send it. We're just not going to use it, so you don't get a T-shirt.
We have Sticky Picker in here too now. That's a new one for me. Oh, look at his picture. It's a snotty nose.
That's a great.
That's gross.
That's a great logo.
Okay, so I'll answer this one. I guess the first question would be is it a big granny square blanket? I tend to put bigger stuff like that, like jackets and stuff like that in boxes versus poly.
Yeah, like big coats, things like that. We tend to throw them in a box. Yeah. Now we do have some big clothing bags, so we put them in plastic before we put them in the box, but we ship them in a box.
Yep.
Quirky Picker Chad says Ozone does not work for books. I might have to talk to you more about that to find out what does or doesn't work on that. Because we haven't tried that, but I always figured it would work. But
we sold another book on Amazon.
We did sell a $7. It was like a medical journal on Amazon. So
what is that? But I found a Ralph Lauren server sells for
$116 today and 3 pairs of shoes. We barely squeak out a profit. Oh, nice. Well, that's probably $100 more than we'll squeak out. Teresa thinks she's going to do okay on it. I'm not so sure. Did not remove musty basement smell for some rare books I had. Okay, that's good to know. We've never tried it.
Nope.
So there you go. That might answer the question better. Somebody that's actually tried it. I have luck with baking soda and deep freeze. We have done the freezer trick for smoke smelling stuff before, and it does work.
It works.
Kind of. It takes most of the smell, but there is still definitely smell there. That's why we went with the Ozone machine.
Yep.
I think it was last winter. We threw a bunch of stuff out on our porch.
We did.
And it was like 10 below zero. And we left it there for like a week, and it did work some.
It did. That's a new one for me too. Back at ya.
There you go. Hey, back at you. Thanks for stopping in tonight. Hey, Corey.
I agree, Donna. I agree.
Yeah, she didn't say I was. She said,
no, she said you, Corey, are a poo-pooer too.
Okay, I can't read. How do we block someone?
You can't block them. Did you find anything else about it?
You in the post office? Yes, we found out what happened.
They say screw you.
Yeah. Well, geez.
No, I'm just kidding. So eBay doesn't do anything that I know of.
No, they don't. Well, they do something if you have enough of them.
Yes.
There is. If you look at that report, it'll actually tell you. If you click learn more, it'll actually tell you what they're going to do when you hit a certain level. Fortunately, we have not hit that level yet, and I hope to not find out. But we did have somebody comment that said eBay actually added 5% to their seller fees.
Yep.
After they got to a certain level on something. So, I mean, they kind of spell out what's going to happen. It just hasn't for us, and I hope it doesn't. What is that?
PP4L. For
there you go. Doing it wrong.
Oh, I was like,
welcome
why did she say hey DIW? I missed that. I don't know.
But yeah, that was interesting to learn that we were actually right on the verge of having a bad account when everything in our account says it's amazing, but somewhere hidden in the back end, we're like one tick away from being penalized. We didn't care for that. No. If you're not sure what we're talking about, it was in our last video.
Yes.
What's that say? Dom, I really liked your video just showing you packing.
It helped me evaluate my process and give me ideas to be more efficient.
See, Donna, that video wasn't bad. No, it's good to see a different side.
And she knows how to run the bubble machine.
Yep.
I also learned it does not. Ew. That is the worst smell ever.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it's like for. Did you finish reading it though?
Yeah.
For adult diapers.
Okay, now I have. No, I can't imagine. Why would you want to though?
Oh, that's so wrong.
Which of my grandbabies is my favorite? Whichever one we're with at the moment.
Yes.
That's who.
Yes.
Whichever one we have at that moment.
They're all so unique, and so I don't know. I love them all because they just get excited when they see you. So I can't pick one. That's just wrong to ask.
That's a good point. It is nice to have somebody that when you walk in, they're like excited to see you. Something I'm not used to.
It's okay.
Ozone machines work great on items in the basement.
What a cop out. Shut up, Colin.
We always put ours in a plastic tote with the Ozone machine.
I do.
So far, that's worked really good for us. If we had something bigger than that, we have a small room in another building we don't use much that we could do it in.
Yep. But I did try it in there, and it just didn't work as well as it did when I stuck it in the...
Must be Donna.
See, it doesn't have Steve behind it, so it's Donna.
Ozark Sellers. Congrats on the new baby.
Ozark Sellers. I think that's her channel. Something. In the past 2 weeks.
What a cop out. Colin says, what a cop out. This
is our son-in-law.
This is my least favorite son-in-law.
It's your only son-in-law. I had 2 in the past 2 weeks after I did lost mail. They found them eventually, but with Christmas coming,
yeah, we're worried about it too, because there's nothing you can do. There's really nothing you can do to do anything about it. I mean, you're at the post office's mercy.
So I did chat with our local post office. I think she's a manager. She's not the what do you call them, postmaster.
No,
she's a manager for the employees in the post office. But her and I were chatting the other day because I had to tell her that our $250 jacket reappeared and got scanned. And she did say with Ground Advantage, they don't necessarily scan at every single stop. You see it, but it doesn't necessarily, they're not required to scan at every single stop when that trailer.
Which kind of, I guess that may be the answer right there. If you really get into trouble with that, you could switch everything back to priority shipping. But I think that's going to put you at a disadvantage unless you're willing to eat more of that shipping yourself. See, Brad's in here. Hey, Brad.
Brad.
59 in here. Hit the like button. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, hit the like button. Matter of fact, we have, it looks like about 60% of the people that watch our channel on a weekly basis are not subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Well, if you want to, don't hit it if you don't want to. If you're not going to watch, don't hit it, because that actually counts against us probably. We'll take a like instead. So Steve's right. Like button.
Go to Happy High Plains.
Let me see.
So when we ran it for the main thing that we've done for in there is Barbies. When I ran it for about 20 minutes just because I didn't pack the Barbies in there and it could still get around, because I think it's only like a standard.
Yeah, it's one of the
64-gallon, 62-gallon tank or what.
And 20 minutes was plenty.
Yes.
I think you could have probably done it for 10 or 15 and been just fine. Like 20 minutes was more than plenty for a tote stacked full of Barbies. We were doing 20 at a time. Yeah.
Yep. Our sales, like we had like 6 or 8 sales right in a row today. So I think this weekend it's been
picking up for the last week or two.
Yeah, I was gonna say for tomorrow
let's see. It's been really good for a week or two. So
we're at 33 packages for the weekend so far.
Yeah, we're at looks like 503 for today so far. So sales have been crazy. Like fourth quarter's here.
Lisa, it doesn't last. I know our youngest just moved back in with us because she is getting ready to start student teaching in January. And here in South Dakota, they don't pay you to student teach. You actually pay for credits to student teach. So she moved back in, but she's not excited to see us when we get home either.
Servant for the school board.
Yep. And but she is excited about home cooked meals. Mom's home cooked meals.
Well, take heart, Lisa. When they do grow up and move out of the house and they have families, they start getting excited to see you again. Except son-in-laws, they're not any good. Not receive the item. You shows us.
Nope. I would just tell her. All I would do is tell her to open up a item not received, and then
it's going to close it.
Yep. As soon as you upload that tracking showing that it was delivered to her, it will close the case. It should close the case immediately, and she can't leave feedback once she opens that case.
Yeah, as long as there's delivered tracking. I mean, I kind of felt bad for a few of them because it sounded like they were being honest, like they didn't get it, but the tracking showed they did. So it may have been a post office mistake, but at the same time, you have to tell them to handle it the way you would handle it, and that's open a case with eBay. eBay will close it, and if they complain back to eBay after that, there's a good chance eBay will make them whole anyway. So if you think they're being honest, you could work with them.
Yeah. The other thing that I initially do is when they tell me they didn't get the package, I tell them to do one of two things. Check with your post office and check with your neighbors, because it may have gotten delivered to your neighbors and they just haven't had a chance to bring it over to you. And once it goes from there, once they say, hey, I already checked,
but whatever. Don't do the refund.
No, do not refund.
Let eBay do that if they want to. Tote works great. I do around an hour.
Oh, he puts
moly.
Yeah, but I don't know, Brad, how many little, what do you call those people? Playmobil people do you put in there at once?
An hour is a long time in that tote. Make sure the tote's outdoors.
Yes, we do. We don't do it in the house. We don't do it in our eBay building.
I guess it depends too on what the Ozone machine is. We have a fairly good size Ozone machine.
Yeah, it's like this big.
So it's like 20 minutes is plenty in a tote like that, but an hour, I don't think you'd ever get the smell of Ozone out of a Barbie if you did it in an hour, because it sticks in their hair.
Yes. Oh, if they put in a claim, yep, that's what we do.
Yep. Yeah, that we have had that happen. They have reported it delivered early before. So
not on a different subject. We had somebody buy something yesterday, but when they sent their offer, they're like, I only want this piece of it. I don't want both pieces, because it was like 2 snowman things. But I'm still gonna send them both.
I think we almost have to, just to avoid an item not as described. End of October has been cricket since. It should be picking up for everybody. I guess it depends on what your items are, but for us, we haven't done anything different.
GC collectibles.
But it's really been picking up. Well, that's not true. We did inventory, and when we did our inventory, we ended and sold similar on everything, which we never do.
Yes,
but it's not really. I don't know.
We have been selling weird things. Yeah, we've been selling weird stuff that he ended and relisted. So
what's this? High Plains. Thank you. She doesn't want the shipping job full time.
Hey, but you know what, Steve? You could do what
sales have been good for them too.
You could do what Corey and I do. You could share the task. Like, we ship together. We don't ever, very seldom do we one or the other ship.
Everything that goes in a 4x6x9 or smaller, and I ship all the big shit that I get to curse about because I have to cut boxes up and Frankenbox everything.
Yes.
20% off. That's a good idea. This is the time of year to do it. And Black Friday is coming up. We may run a big Black Friday sale too. Especially on Christmas stuff, because at that point, people are done buying it to decorate with. So you're going to sit on it for another year if you don't sell it. So we'll probably do a steep holiday decor type sale Black Friday. Eric's in here. Hey, Eric. What's that one? People haven't used eBay in a while. They forget they have an outdated address. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, and we just had one too that I canceled. She requested and said, well, if you could update the order, whatever. And typically if it's less than $20 for us, I will switch the address. If it's within the same state, or, I've Google mapped them and figured out that they're only like 3 hours apart from each other, I will update it to the new address. But the one lady last night that ordered and I canceled, she lived in, the address was in Georgia and she was having it changed to North Carolina. So I just canceled, and then she came back in and ordered it. So
that's kind of our general rule of thumb. Under $20, we'll ship it. If as long as we have proof in the messages that they asked for it, we'll ship it. Anything over $20, we're canceling and having them reorder it, change their address. That's the easiest way we've done it. We've never been burned on it yet.
No. Nope.
Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Yeah, that's true, Chad. Yeah.
So that reminds me of
anytime a buyer demands anything.
Well, we have one lady that we shipped out. What did we ship her? Oh, the Mr. Christmas trunk. The musical trunk. And one piece was broke inside. And I told her, go ahead and open a return. I'll whatever. I haven't heard she opened a return, but she hasn't returned it yet.
No. So we'll see if she does. She probably will. Let's see. We lost a package on Macari between Anchorage and... Yeah, that one's tough.
It probably fell off the truck and is hiding in the snow.
I grab a snow dog and a sled team, and I don't know what they would do about that. Sometimes they just get lost. I mean, Don't be afraid to submit a lost package with the post office, because we've been paid out on a few of those.
And if it's one that they truly lost and they have no idea, it takes like 2 days for them to turn around and pay it out.
Sometimes it does go to processing, and it takes a little bit to get back to their card. So yeah, I would just, as long as it says it's processing.
Yeah, I
would wait. If it doesn't come through within 1 business day after Monday, I would get a hold of eBay. But beyond that, you can't. There's nothing you can do.
Actually, I don't know if I would. If it's one that you canceled and the customer's waiting on their money back, I would just tell them to reach out to eBay.
We don't have Josh. I was going to send you another email. Teresa, in her auction lot that I hate, that I didn't want her to buy, she got a whole basket, like a 2-foot basket of the stereo views again. Some of them do have the orange cards. So there's a bunch of. So never heard of a stereo view card in my life till I watched Josh talk about them. Now we found them twice. Now we have just a crap ton of them. So Josh, if you're in the market, let me know, boss.
Farm Friends is here.
Yep. Hey, Farm Friends.
Oh, look, well, go back to her picture. Is that a horse or a donkey?
It still looks. Is that a horse?
I don't know.
I can't tell. It's a farm friend.
Yep. So I have a real quick question for Josh, since we're on the subject of stereo views. The ones that aren't about anybody or a location, they just seem to be like a storyline. Do you know which ones I'm talking about? They're like storyline. What do you do with those?
They're almost like movies. Yeah. Like silent movies. Like there's a series of them, like actors.
Yep.
Hadn't run into those before until now. They have a name on them. I forget what it was. Let's see. I like the shipping, and she doesn't. So it works. Yeah. I mean, it works. Especially, I hate listing, and she doesn't seem to mind it. Like she'll list all. That's what she did all the way up until we came on this live. She was listing.
I was. Oh, he is a mammoth donkey. And his name is Jake. He has a smaller one, but a big tote. Yeah. Then
running the 5-foot totes. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably a good idea, running it longer.
Hi, Shane.
Shane, we were talking crap about you earlier, man. You missed it.
Shane, you're so lucky. My grandbaby shares a birthday with you.
Oh, she does. Yes.
Anytime. We have never had that happen. Like I just got notified of one not long ago that was probably open 30 days ago that they told me they closed. But usually if they're in the wrong and they know it's gone, they issue a check and I get a check within a week.
Yeah, they've been really good with us. And even like if I was ever in doubt and I was worried about it, I'd use Pirate Ship on that one order.
Yep.
And Pirate Ship really kind of speeds it up and takes care of you. So
we should just switch it, because Pirate Ship also helps with the eBay store. The overcharges.
Yep. Yeah, Pirate Ship will actually refund you back the overcharge if they think you're in the right.
Didn't Steve get an overcharge? What did he ever do with that?
But I think it was on FedEx. And if you use FedEx, you kind of deserve the overcharge.
No, we don't use
Sorry,
FedEx.
Steve. FedEx is the cheapest a lot of times for a reason. We've had horrible experiences.
I've done that too, where I told him I forgot to change the address. I actually canceled the label and reissued a new label to the correct address.
Did you ever cancel the other one?
Yes, I did.
We literally just did this last week.
Yellow and orange ones are good.
Okay, we'll save them. I'll shoot you a picture of what they are and let you know, and you can tell me if you want them.
Like that. He's a mammoth donkey and his name is Jake.
Big Jake. That's cool. We need a mammoth donkey. We don't have goats or chickens anymore. They're all gone. So can we get a donkey?
No.
No donkey.
Do you listen to the Sell on eBay podcast with Sherry and Philip? Sherry was talking about a visit
Never heard that
eBay. One. It sounds to me like they were stealing Kevin's Commons idea of wholesaling. I have not heard of that.
I wrote it down, though. I'm going to look for it. I've never heard of that one before. Is that a YouTube podcast, or just what platform are you hearing that on?
I'm guessing she's talking about mine. I've never been here. It was in my free items from the storage unit.
Oh, yeah, when we got the billions of bags of free clothes.
I like sweatshirts.
We're still swimming in those clothes, by the way. We're going to be sorting clothes for a decade.
My things are not even.
Comedy or romance series. Yeah, I think they were
weird.
Little of both. It was a funny romance.
They were not religious themed.
Not religious themed. Let's see. Told you your name should have been Olivia Shane. Yeah, nope. I don't think that's going to work out.
What do you think, Danny? Olivia Shane?
New subscriber, Justin Jacobs. Thanks for jumping in.
Where are you from, Justin? We did not have donkeys. We had
Linda had a
goats.
donkey named Taco. That's funny because we told our daughter lived at home with us at the time when we had goats, you have to name if you're going to name an animal, it has to be a food name. But so we had cinnamon and
Oreo, but then we started naming them old-fashioned names like Gertie Bell.
Oh, that's right. We did switch it up.
What was the rest of them? Oh, we did have one named Hershey, but FedEx, he died.
And Suck a Rock. Yeah. FedEx, we've had no good luck with FedEx at all.
Treadwell or William C. Stamp on the back of your disposal.
I don't know if I see any, but you looked at them closer than I did.
I didn't. I know the one that you said that that is mass produced. We have a bunch of those in that new lot that I got.
Yeah, we have a lot of cool ones to go through, but
there's lots of presidential ones and Navy ship ones.
Yeah, a lot of naval stuff, but there's a lot of everything really.
You skip.
Oh, there. Spotify is where you heard that. We'll check it out. I'll write that down so I can go check that. I haven't looked at that at all. Let's see, what do we got? Sorry. One of the best reseller videos I've seen this year. Manufacturing homemade.
Large hanger, too funny.
Manufacturing a homemade large hanger. I don't know if I've seen that one. Bearded picker. Are you talking about Julian or Scott? Bearded thrift machines, Julian. Must be Scott. What state are we in? We're in South Dakota. There's a fly. I don't know.
We are. We're in South Dakota. We're East River, South Dakotans.
Yep. Flatlanders. Donkeys are awesome. See? Donkeys are awesome.
Episode 102.
Episode 102. I'm gonna go check that out too. See, this is a good reason to do lives. Just find new things to watch.
I have gotten into watching a lot more YouTube, but it's typically standard people. Like I watch Julian, Bearded Thrifter.
When I have downtime, which doesn't happen a ton, it's more lately because garage sales have slowed down and stuff.
My turn.
I've been watching whatever I can get my hands. Like it's been bad finding stuff to watch lately. I watched Kung Fu Panda 3 and 4 in the last week.
Yep.
Like that's how bad it's been.
So Justin from Oklahoma.
Resell the Ride is
Resell the Ride. Jess and Zena are from Oklahoma as well.
Justin, you're close enough to catch the Planes to Profit meetup this year.
Yep.
It's in March.
Farm Friends is in Texas. We're at in Texas.
Easy Cat Sue. Hey, Sue. Welcome to live.
What's on the front of your hat, Corey?
Freedom is on the front of my hat.
It says, fight.
It's an eagle with a couple pistols. Just my freedom hat.
Oh, there's another that Linda's in Edmond, Oklahoma too.
There you go.
Y'all should watch Jess and Zena Resell the Ride.
What would you call Oklahoma? Like red dirters? Like we're flatlanders?
Oklahomans.
A lot of red dirt in Oklahoma. Been through there. It's not my favorite place to drive through.
Hey.
Let's see. Most beautiful section of the California coastline.
Okay, so for anybody that lives in California, we have been to California once. We were down in Oceanside. My brother and sister-in-law were there, and they did not have air conditioning in July.
Well, they live close to the ocean, though. I mean, they got a pretty good ocean breeze all the time. Look at that one.
Yankton.
That's not far from us.
That's where my sister lives in Yankton.
Don't watch the movie here. Yeah, we saw.
Even Donna walked out halfway through it.
That's the new Tom Hanks movie, I take it, that they were talking about.
Ooh, you could watch Mod and Podge. Okay, hold on.
Oh, they're in Texas. There you go.
Give me a sec. I'm going to go subscribe while I...
Farm Friends, that's where I was headed when I was driving through Oklahoma. We went to southern Texas for a hog hunt. Sue, how was your trip to Minnesota? Did you get out of there before the snow hit? They did get snow in Minnesota.
YouTube. Whoops.
Resell the Ride, search for a microwave. You're a reseller. Don't buy stuff new. Just wait a week. Catch one at an estate sale. I think we have one. No, we sold that.
I do. I have a teeny tiny little one.
Yeah, we sold a microwave last year to Teresa's aunt too.
Ooh, she's really close. So FYI, if you don't follow Mod and Pod Thrift, they're like 50 subscribers away from hitting 2,000. So go subscribe.
Yeah. Did you subscribe?
I subscribed, yes.
Let me
Mod
just
and
go.
pod. Right there. Oh.
That's not them.
No, go back to the top. Thrift.
Sorry, guys. This is not the most entertaining TV, but I got to get subscribed before I forget. There we go. All right. So they're like 48 away now.
Yep.
Jess and Zena have a great
agree.
channel. They do. They're fun to watch, and we know them. We've met them several times now, and they're just as much fun in person as they are on their videos. We actually made Zena drive a van around to garage sales in Vegas because she was the UPS driver.
Yep.
So we just put her in charge of driving the van. That was a fun time.
Yes, that was a blast. Almost as fun as like being on a party bus to go thrifting in Omaha.
Yeah. Yep, that's fun too. You get a bunch of resellers on a party bus and take them thrift hopping. That's always a good time.
Okay, so real quick, before you go into that.
See, Kat? That's kind of what I figured too. It wasn't that bad.
Oh, yes, it was. It was hot. Like I tried to make, what was that? Tiramisu, I think was what it was.
I don't know. And
my eggs wouldn't beat because it was too hot.
There you go. Sue said it snowed on Halloween. She was there for it. I'm sorry you had to go through that. We have
not had snow yet.
But being from Arizona, that's probably not a bad thing to catch snow once in a while, is it?
Hey, it does snow in Arizona.
Oh, she brought back a stupid cold.
All the Black Friday sales started on Halloween.
Yeah, that's about true anymore.
Well, I went into a store and they have Halloween and Christmas crap up.
Papa Sticks Treasures. I like that name. Thanks for joining us.
Back at You doesn't have YouTube.
That's because you're probably a real reseller. This YouTube stuff really takes a lot of time away. I wouldn't recommend it if somebody asked me. Like if one of our kids said they want to start reselling, I wouldn't recommend they do YouTube. It is kind of a time sink.
Yes.
It is. It's nice to have some kind of a creative outlet, but we've even pulled back some. We do just one a week.
We used to do 2 videos a week and
we do enjoy it, or we wouldn't do it at all, but we have cut back to like 1 a week, and then the very few and far between lives like this.
Steve subscribe.
Yep, Happy Hearts gets subscribed over there.
Go on that one. So Mod and Pod Thrift is Tom, and he is a stay-at-home dad for 6. Holy crap.
That's a big job.
Yes. Party bus.
Sushi hated it. Come on. How are we ever going to get you back up here?
I was stationed in Fort Huachuca, Arizona. And the people that are down there, being from South Dakota, I'm used to snow. But the people that aren't, that were there, enjoyed the snow for the 5 minutes it was there. And then it was gone.
When's the best time to start a YouTube channel?
Whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I think I kind of address it almost. If you're going to start a YouTube channel, figure out why you want to start and what you want to do with it. When we started the reselling business, our initial idea was we could do $5,000 a month on eBay, and we could do $5,000 a month on YouTube, and then we'll be where we want to be financially.
Yep. Turns
out not that easy on YouTube, and it's way easier than we thought on eBay. So we've kind of switched directions. If you're doing it to get money to monetize from YouTube,
it's not.
Don't do it. Just double down on eBay. If you're doing it for some other reason, like if you're going to gear your YouTube channel towards promoting your products rather than talking to other resellers, talk to your customers, I would say the sooner the better. But it just depends on what you're going to do with it.
Lisa's from Independence, Missouri.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I'll have.
Chiefs got lucky.
Independent.
Donna subscribed to Mod and Pod too. There you go. They got to be getting close over there then. Where are we at? They're close, guys.
Yep.
Well,
they're less than 50K. 50 subscribers or less.
Almost to that's to get to 2,000 subscribers.
I know. That's what I said.
Okay.
So if you go to the next one.
They'll be getting close here. Oops, what's that?
How far do you sit? We're actually probably about 3 or 4 feet from the cameras, but he zooms in.
Yeah, and it is 2 separate cameras. We're sitting just maybe 2 feet apart from like shoulder to shoulder. We're only about 2 feet apart.
No, we're not. We're like 6 inches apart.
Not here.
Oh,
in our videos, we're about 2 feet apart, but we have 1 camera each.
Yep.
and then I crop and zoom them in for the split screen. So when we're doing our videos, we're only about 2 feet apart.
I like that one. I hope your daughter's a reseller. She's not. She's a shopper, but she enjoys kids. So, but I have to giggle. So her story on being a teacher went from, I want to teach kindergarten, and then it switched to 1st and 2nd grade, then it switched to like 4th and 5th grade. Now she is planning on teaching middle school math.
Start a YouTube channel today.
Don't.
Well, if you want to, do it. The sooner the better if you're going to do it. Nope, moved to Arizona for a reason.
My aunt still lives down in Arizona. She lives in Mesa.
Make sure you're okay with making 0 per year for a year or more. Yeah. Yep. Most likely more. I mean, there's a few exceptions of people that kind of took off, but for the most part, it's a year or 2 grind before you see $1, and then you're happy because you're monetized. But really, what you saw is actually $1. Like, you're not going to start making big money.
You should let me control the mouse.
I think we're at maybe we're just under 5,000 subscribers, and we make about 150 to 200 a month. I mean, tops right now. We were doing a little more when we did 2 videos a week.
Yep.
But it's not pay your bills type of money.
I took over the mouth. So hi y'all. How many items do you recommend? So here's, if you want to go back and watch one of our videos, we talked about how we do our listing. Yep. We don't list by quantity. We list by dollar amount. So we do $500 a day. Right now I bounce between 4 and 6, depending on what I have for that day. A majority of the time it is 500. I do bounce up to 600 sometimes, but that's where I would go. Is we don't do it by item, because you could list 5 items that would be $10 a piece, and that's only $50 that you're going to get. So
yeah, I just had to do the math quick. If we needed to earn $5,000 a month take home on eBay, we know that we have to profit $166 a day every month on average.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you I would say you probably need to list about $250 a day in order to hit that profit if you're listing decent items. Yep. I would recommend $250 a day rather than a number of items, because that, after fees and your cost of goods, if they're decent items that actually sell, you should be right in that 165, 75 range.
Yep.
And that'll hit your 5,000 a month. I mean, you could just work the math backwards.
Yep. Okay. So ModPod Tom says, not worth it. Not worth the time it takes at all to do the YouTube, but the community is worth it. The community is amazing. Like, I mean,
but you don't have to do a YouTube channel to be part of the community. There's several ways. There's a lot of different groups. You can get in lives like this and talk. If you're engaging in lives like this a lot, you're going to get to know the people in the chat. There's reseller meetups. There's a lot of ways to access the community. Yep. But he is right. Like, the community is definitely worth it.
Yeah.
But there's more than one way to get that community without spending a lot of valuable time making videos that they do wear you down after a while. Let's see, what's that?
I ran out of room. And
too much crap.
I don't want to listen more, but now I'm staying.
Well,
go through what you have and look for what your best items are and pop them up there.
Or just change up your schedule. Go out and do inventory for a day instead of list for a day. And when you're doing that inventory, double check your items. Make sure they're good listings. They're at the right price that will help them sell. Make sure there's something that even will sell, and then in and sell similar on them as you go through the totes.
Yep.
And just do that all the way through your inventory. Just that alone should spike some sales because you're adjusting prices or pictures or relisting. Like, just do that. Just change up your routine for a week or 2.
All right, I'll get something.
What happened to the TikTok channel? Funny story. It's not our TikTok channel. It's our daughter's.
Our child's.
It's our daughter's TikTok channel. She wanted one. I don't TikTok at all. I'm an adult, so I wait till it comes on Instagram and I watch it there.
Or YouTube, Facebook.
But she started that TikTok channel, and every once in a while when she comes out, she's like, I need you guys to do a TikTok, and we'll do it.
Yep.
And that's under her control. It's not even our channel. It's linked in our links and stuff, but that's totally her.
Oh, that one. No, that's one. Hi, Connie from North Central Iowa. You guess what? You're close enough.
Close.
She's close. You could come hang out with us at Plains to Profit.
Quite a jump from kindergarten to middle. Yeah.
No kidding. Is.
And she's student teaching 8th graders now?
No, she starts tomorrow for part of her praxis stuff that she has to do. She has to get 80 hours. I think it's praxis. She has to get 80 hours of classroom time. And so she starts tomorrow. She'll go Monday through Friday for the next 2 weeks to teach.
Middle school math is hard for me. That's why I use Google Sheets. They do the math for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Steve's saying do it if you enjoy it, and that's true. Or if you have a reason to do it. I mean, if you have a plan, like I said, if you plan on marketing it to your customers rather than other resellers, then I would recommend doing that. We're actually thinking about doing that with one of our Instagram accounts.
Yep.
Gear it more towards our customers instead of other resellers, because the other resellers aren't the ones buying our stuff.
Yep. So Wes, we don't sell on Poshmark. I don't sell on Poshmark because from everything I read, it's a lot of work. I don't want to have to share my closet constantly for people to buy my stuff.
And it's not even that. There's automated ways to do that too. The reason I'm not really that interested in cross-platform a lot of our stuff yet, it's just because we're not that good at eBay yet. I mean, in all honesty, we've only been doing it 3 years. There's a million people doing it better than us, and we don't want to split our focus to do that. And I know the argument is don't put all your eggs in one basket, but that's like saying don't just have one really good job in case you get fired. Well, if you get fired, you get another job. Yep. So that's kind of the way we look at it. We're just focusing on eBay till we actually get good at it.
And I do agree with this. You could list 50 items a day and they could all be crappy items, and you are not going to make nothing if you list all crappy items.
Well, you list $500 a day worth of items and have the same crappy items. So it's what your items are is important. They can't all be home runs.
Yeah,
they don't have to be, but you want to do the best you can. You want to hedge the bets in your favor.
Like Steve and Donna selling silverware. I am almost out of all of my brand new Oneida silverware. I sold 2 sets for like $69. Just 2 sets of 4 forks. So
what's that next one? Would you suggest eBay if you are just downsizing your home item?
Yep. eBay is simple. Yeah. eBay is probably the easiest one to use. So if you're just trying to get rid of stuff and that's the way you want to start, is just start by getting rid. That's how we started, getting rid of stuff that was in our house.
I mean, if you're willing to deal with the nutsos on Facebook Marketplace, that's the easiest way to get rid of your home items and the quickest probably.
Yep.
But if you're okay with packing and shipping stuff, and it's not hard. It scares a lot of people, but it's not hard.
No.
I would say eBay is a good place to go, especially if you comp them and they have good value. I'd spend the time to send them out on eBay if you could.
Yep. So this one, yes. So for anybody that has stuff, well, it's this one I struggle with. So you could sell it on Shop Commons. However, Shop Commons is for selling stuff you don't want to sell, not necessarily for stuff that doesn't sell for you and is crappy items.
Yeah, it's not a dumping ground, and some people are using it that way as a dumping ground. If you go look on there, you'll see a lot of stuff that's 1, overpriced, or 2, just garbage that nobody's going to buy. And maybe somebody will, but it does get some of that, like every platform. But when you see people post decent lots of stuff,
they go fast.
That is good price. It goes fast. Like most of the things we put on there are gone within 24 hours.
Yep.
And if it doesn't, and we reprice it a couple times and it still doesn't, that's on us. We just got to take it off, get rid of it somewhere else. Maybe it's not worth selling.
Yep. So he says, behold and resold, says he started YouTube and quit. But hey, is that a sticker?
I recognize the name. So I think I've seen some of the videos. Yep.
If that's a sticker, we're always in the market for stickers. So if you have a sticker, send us a sticker for our sticker wall. We'll give you a shout out on our YouTube channel.
What's that one?
Which one? This one?
You schedule drafts.
So you do the same thing I do. I create a crap ton of drafts.
Our draft bank is always full. Like not capped out full, but it's been a long time since we've had less than 100 in the draft bank.
Yep, but I don't schedule them. I just go in at the end of my night and I just drop $500 worth or however much. You can schedule them. We have done that for like when we're traveling and we're not, there to pay attention to it all the time. We have scheduled, but typically I like to actually go in and see what I'm dropping that day.
Oh, we're here. Just chatted with Brady at Let Us Sell Your Stuff. Yeah. I don't think it'll work for me too. Yeah, so, Brady's awesome. We actually got to buy out his very first estate sale when he was done.
We've done good on that.
We bought out whatever was left at that estate sale. Yeah, we really like Brady. We actually met him the year before at a garage sale, and he was asking us about getting into reselling. Yep. So yeah, you couldn't meet a nicer kid. Like he's an amazing guy. He's gonna go far in whatever he decides to do.
So a quick shout out to Jeannie. Jeannie worked for one of the estate sale companies.
If she still does or not.
I don't think she still does. I don't think she does. I think she did just for the summer. But she worked for one of the estate sale companies that we don't like to go to just because she overpriced.
I don't mind going to them. Just got to catch them on almost done day. You're not going to buy much on the initial day. But that's true for a lot of estate companies.
Yes. I'm telling Jan to go in and do that. So I'm going to answer this one. So Lisa, the best thing you can do with silverware patterns, if you bought silverware to identify them, is to go to replacements.com. And then up on the top in the search bar, they have now added a little camera that you can take a picture of I don't take a picture of the whole piece of silverware just because pattern. It's a pain. Yep. The handle part that shows the pattern. And it will give you ideas of what it is. But if it has a marking on the back, you can narrow it down a lot.
Yeah, replacements.com is a big one for us with silverware.
But it's not just silverware because I've used it to identify glasses and plates and bowls.
Don't use their pricing.
No.
Just for identifying.
But they do also sell on eBay as well. So
yeah. But their pricing is generally higher because they specialize in it.
Yep.
Beach by Repeats here. Hey, Amy. Welcome to the party. Who's this here? Oh, LaDonna. Hey, LaDonna.
LaDonna's going to be at Plains Profit this year.
Oh, Jeannie said she's talking to another person to help with estate sales. Well, if you get into another company, let us know where you're at so we can come visit you some more.
Yeah, you should message me on Instagram or something and tell me who it is you're working with.
That's a good question. We don't do a lot of cleanouts. We've only done one. We end up with more China from
we ended up with more China from because the first year we started selling, we went to this place that was down and around the corner from our house. And remember, they had all that glass in that back room. God. And they said fill a box for $10. So we filled like 3 boxes. Yeah, we still have most of it. It was
like the first week we started selling. We were like, oh, this old antique glass is going to sell like hotcakes. No, it doesn't. It just sits. It was not a good buy. Mm-hmm. If we could go back today, I think we'd buy just as much.
Yep.
But we would know better what to look for. Like we were so inexperienced.
We still have lamps that Corey decided he picked out that are butt ugly that won't sell.
No, they won't. We'll put their lights out someday and go donate them somewhere.
I agree with Kat. Replacements.com is great for dinnerware as well. I have identified different patterns from that as well.
Kat says the whole gang's showing up. Yep. We got LaDonna in here. I believe she's scheduled to be, I think LaDonna's going to be at Plains to Profit too.
I said.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't listen. What's this one? Just Google in.
See, the issue with Google Lens, though, that I have, that's why I go directly to replacements.com, is you don't have to backtrack. I mean, it'll give you like, I don't know, 10, 15, depending on what the pattern is.
It's just been faster.
Yeah, it's very fast compared to Google
Lens. And if you can't find it there, then yeah, maybe Google Lens. Yep. But replacements has just been much faster. There you go. Yep, she'll be there. Perfect.
My sister watches you, LaDonna, because that's all she likes to sell is dinnerware.
Amy listed plates and platters most of the day. That sounds miserable. That sounds horrible.
I have some I need to list too. Yeah, I need to control my impulses.
That's this one here.
I do pretty good.
You know, I think she gets in a slump where if she doesn't buy something, she just wants to buy something. It doesn't really matter what it is. So I got to keep an eye on her sometimes.
Yeah, well, I'm missing out on all of my proxy bid auctions right now that I'm watching.
Yeah, see, she's got bids out there I didn't even know she was bidding on, which is fine as long as it's not like last week's pickup where it was just $400 worth of ugh. And I say that, I don't know where we're going to end up on it, but it doesn't look good to me. Faith, Texas.
Where is Faith, Texas?
Well, it's Plains to Profit.
It's like Peaches. It's kind of like, no, it's not, because Peaches to Beaches is a long garage
sale. It's a long garage sale. It's a reseller meetup is what Plains to Profit is.
A little background. We all get together. We go out and eat supper together. We go party on a party bus, like a big gigantic party bus with stripper poles. And we go from thrift stores to different thrift stores throughout Omaha And then we have a meeting the last day that we're there. And we have different speakers come up and talk about different aspects of reseller, reselling.
I could drop a link down in the chat. And if you want to go check out, there's some pictures and stuff in there from last year. It's a really fun event.
Oh.
What value do you give to adding videos? Videos are huge nowadays as far as if you don't want to have an item not as described. I mean, if it's anything that has a function at all, like if it makes sounds, if it moves, anything like that. I think a video gives the buyer a ton of confidence. I really think the videos help. Not just like if I'm selling this pin, I'll take 2-3 pictures. I'm not going to
do a video on
take a video of the clicker work. Like
no, so we do add videos to anything that's animated, musical, you know, stuff like that has movement to it, so people can see that it actually works.
There you go. Alicia says better than Peaches to Beaches. I agree, but I've not been to Peaches to Beaches. But I mean, I'm okay on Peaches. I like them, but they're not planes to profit.
No. Thrifted Spirit says her sales kicked up in October. Oh, it's not too far. You can do it. Texas is only like a 18-hour drive.
Well, you can fly in. You don't even have to rent a car. The hotel will transport you to the hotel, and everything else is transportation is pretty much provided. So let's see. October kicked up for me, second best month of the year. Yeah, October. It started ramping up towards the second week of October, and this month has just been really good for us.
That one. Yeah, I'm not a huge one for glass. Like I don't, unless it's something, you know, that I know I've done research and it will actually sell fairly decent. I don't list a whole lot of glass.
Yeah, it's not our favorite. Now, there are certain like mid-century modern glasses. If I see a set of glasses that look cool or they have a cool mid-century pattern, we'll grab them. We've done good with that. But just dinnerware and glasses and stuff, generally, I mean, something has to stick out about them or we just don't mess with them. Now, if you watch LaDonna's channel, she deals in glass a lot more. She could tell you, and she has a better eye for it than we do.
She can tell you what it is just by looking at it.
Yeah, but since we don't know, we just look for, if it's different, we'll look at it. If it's not, we just pass by it.
Yep. LaDonna does them for music boxes. So how do you handle, music box, even brooches that move? I don't have any brooches that move.
Yeah. We haven't done it with trinket boxes really, but you really don't need to unless they're music boxes. But yeah, she's right. Anything that has an animation at all.
How do you handle the slow times on eBay? I'm afraid of taking the leap to full time. So
those don't bother me because we don't look at the day-to-day. If you look at the day-to-day or even the week-to-week on eBay, you'll drive yourself crazy. You have to look at 90-day totals.
Yep.
I mean, it's the only thing that eBay does this so much that one day eBay's clicking along and you're doing $800 days, and the next day you can't sell bubblegum. It's just the way eBay is. So if you look at our 90-day totals are pretty solid. They're just straight across. But day to day, month to month, week to week,
you can't.
They're not great. You can't look at them. You have to take a bigger sample. So I would say dabble part-time. We went in full-time, full bore, but we were not smart, and I would not recommend that.
No.
But if you go in part-time, sell what you can and kind of grow it, start looking at your 90 days after that first 6 months or a year, and you'll get a real good idea of where that trends.
Yep. So Hokey Okey said they just did a plush for a baby shark. Baby shark.
That thing's gonna end up viral on TikTok somewhere.
She was a little behind.
Oh, that's okay. We're a little behind too.
We have flown in and out of Omaha. We typically will fly in and out of there, but we do fly out of Sioux Falls sometimes too.
Folks, we got the last buyout from just dropped that. Oh, I was wondering if they were going to drop that off. Action figures and trucks.
I thought they were that you had 2 missing totes from that stuff.
Did you burp?
No.
You did, didn't you? We just had Mexican food. That smelled like salsa in here.
Go to the next thing. I do like that. I wish you could do that too. I do still do it from my phone. That. I record it from my phone and I upload it via going to Google Chrome on my Google Chrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my phone.
Do plushes sell for us? Yes, in about a year and a half.
No, some of them sell fairly quickly.
Does.
We did just sell one that I picked up a year ago. That was a little lamb.
I mean, we've sold them. We have probably 6 totes of plush still, and they do sell, but they sell really slow for us unless there's something like Jellycat or something really cool or different. But most of them sit for a long time. They don't move fast, and they take up a lot of room. So we're not huge fans.
So I am there with you on your fiscal year end. I used to be in accounting, and I never got to celebrate our anniversary if it landed Monday through Friday because it's March 1st, and that was year end, month end, quarter end, and year end audit for us.
There you go. LaDonna got approved for international shipping. Cool.
You've been doing selling haven't you sold on eBay for a long time? That usually comes pretty quick.
Yeah, I wonder why it took so long. Or did you just apply for it recently? For good times are to look at some of your older items, titles, price. Yep.
That's what
we were just talking about that, and it did seem to help. I don't know if it's fourth quarter or that we've been really active doing our inventory and relisting and adjusting prices and titles, or a combination of the two. But whatever it is, it's really picked up for us here.
Yep. Curiosity, did you pay them by cash or did you pay them by Venmo? Because I would do a dispute for the difference on what they've not dropped off with you yet.
It's probably not worth it if you want to deal with them again in the future, though.
I do agree with Amy. My Puffalump, how much did that sell for? Like $180?
Yeah, if it's something like that, but that was still in a box. Like, that's different. That's not just a normal plush. Let's see. Etsy's my main flat. Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I think you have to have so many sales and so much stuff before they'll open up international shipping for you. I don't think I'd want to ship your stuff international, though.
They paid cash.
Loser. You should never pay cash.
Says Teresa, who's paid cash for $1,000 transformer buy.
That wasn't my buy. That was your buy.
You picked it up. You paid for it.
Squishables? Are you talking about squishmallows? What is the squishable?
I think that's
because if you're talking about squishmallows are not hot.
Not for us. They're not. No. We've got totes of them. You want them?
No, I just sold that lot of like 6 squishmallows.
Yeah, they sit for a long time, and squishmallows do take up a ton of room.
I sat on that big deer squishmallow for a while.
Yeah, they sit for a long time. You're right. I mean, they are popular, but they don't move fast for us for some reason. We should put them on Marketplace. I wonder if they move fast on Marketplace.
We should just lot them up and send them to Dave.
And some poor other soul could buy them. Yeah, those haven't been a great category for us. And we've sold some higher end plush. I mean, we've sold plush for almost $100 or more, but we haven't done great with them.
We'll talk. Okay, you let me know, and I'll. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. In a booth. That's the different parts of selling. I mean, there's stuff you could sell in a booth that sells that I can't believe would sell, that we couldn't sell on eBay. So definitely different venues for different stuff sometimes. Lock them up on Commons and tag Dave.
No.
There you go. Amy sold Beanie Babies.
You did not.
Well, I think they sell in booths. Again, it's something you could put on a shelf low down for kids. I think they would do well in a booth.
There's a thing called a Beanie Baby blanket.
Oh, I'm not there yet. Yeah, in booths, they do good. Yep. Any crafters who want to make a Beanie Baby blanket? Oh, like a giant heavy quilt made out of Beanie Babies? That'd be crazy. And creepy. Yeah, I suppose, depending on where you're at. They're expensive even here. I mean, they're not. Booth spots are not cheap, even in the small town where we're at.
Treasure Bakes, where at in New York?
Use beanies for cornhole. Yep.
I agree. We should do that for Redneck Days instead of bean bags.
She get one of those little sound boxes in those animatronic goats that just go, ah, and put them in the Beanie Baby so when you throw them, they make that goat sound. Yeah, that'd be a new. We do an event every year called Redneck Days at our place. That'd be a good game for that. We do cornhole already, but if they were Beanie Babies with goat sounds, that could spice it up.
Or we could make them so that they have the little squishy things in them. So when they hit, they go, whatever that chicken does.
Oh, the squeeze chickens? Yeah, that'd be crazy. All right, so quick recap. We took away the VIP membership area that we had.
Hold on, you gotta take a second. Okay, so she just mentioned Resell CNY. Has anybody heard from them? They fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, they disappeared on us.
But no,
Paul and Ryan, we used to watch them all the time, and then one day they just quit making videos. I hope they're doing all right.
So the reason I asked about New York is because I was stationed up at Fort Drum, New York. My daughter was born in Watertown, my oldest, and so I was just curious, where's Hudson Valley from, like Syracuse? Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so the membership change, we got rid of the VIP membership. That's gone. We took it down. We took the Discord and the Patreon down. We do have a YouTube membership now that's just $2.99. You get a custom sticker when you sign up if you want to be part of it. We're not asking you to. We're still working on that sticker, so it'll be done here in the next week. And then it's not Christmas yet, so Ken, back off. Let's have Thanksgiving. That's my favorite holiday, so we get Christmas has to wait at least a few more weeks here. Got the new grandbaby.
We do.
And Planes to Profit is coming up in March. We're over halfway sold out. So if you're interested in that event, it's a good time to start looking at tickets here, because I think once we hit the end of the year in that January time frame, that's when they went really quick last year. So
Amy, you are killing little baby angels. Every time you put your tree up before Thanksgiving, you kill a baby angel.
No trees yet. Well, we have trees, but they stay outside until day after Thanksgiving. Those can't go up yet.
Harbor Hope. Okay, Harbor's Hope. Where are you from?
The harbor. Welcome in.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Let's see. What does that say? Toodles.
Bye, Donna.
See you guys. See you guys too. All right. And I think we're going to wrap it up because we are at work at the escape room. We're lucky nobody's walked in yet. We haven't had any customers. So that business is doing wonderful. But we're going to get out of here so that we can wrap it up here in another hour and go home. Hopefully.
Oh, look at Reselling with Woody came in.
Hey, Woody, just in time for us to take off. Harbor is from Austin, Texas. All right.
You're the second one from Austin that's in here.
So thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. We know it was like a 1 hour notice. It was very unexpected for us, too. We just got really bored and we figured, let's go live. So
hasta la vista.
We will talk to you guys next time. Thanks, everybody, for coming.